10.0 Earthquake was released in 2014. This is directed by David Gidali and it's written by J. Greg Abbott, Alex Greenfield and Nancy Leopardi, with a cast including Joey Luthman, Jason Sims-Prewitt, Jeffrey Jones, Henry Ian Cusick, Cameron Richardson and various others. And this was about an earthquake that's going to affect LA. I will say nothing happens for a considerably long amount of time, but the second half has a bit more action and it does increase in quality a little bit as it gets closer, certainly into the second half, but by the time we get to the final third, there's a lot more action and it does look a little bit better. Some of the examples of destruction look a little rough and cheesy, but if you can overlook that, then the second half definitely isn't too bad. But I do think that the first half, building up to that aspect, is up to the destruction, is a little slow and could be a bit more engaging. There's nothing necessarily badly done about it, in the sense that the story is fine, the characters are fine, the performances are fine. It's just not that engaging for a lot of it. We do get to know the characters, and they are well written and believable with good performances. So, as I said, it's not terrible for the first half. There is an element there to be enjoyed, but I do think the pacing could be a little bit better. The lighting and camera work and locations are all good, so it looks pretty decent. I just think the story needs a little bit of work earlier on to make it more interesting throughout, rather than just in the second half, or certainly by the final third. Good use of sound, good performances, visually pretty good for the most part. It is quite an easy watch, so if you like the concept, but you're not in the mood for anything too intense or too emotional or too heavy, it could be a really good one to go with. I think it could be good for background company, but also if you want to sit down and become fully immersed in it, again, by the second half, it's not too bad for that. So, room for improvement, could be better, but ultimately 10.0 Earthquake is not terrible, and if you like films of this nature, then I'd say it might be worth watching.